caught DJ Coach exaggerating yet again another lie. We'll be uncovering that. We'll also be speaking about D.Operandi that said he's moving to Dubai because South Africa is too small for his operations. Recently, he got approved for a $100 million home loan. But here's the gag. Shouldn't he have that kind of money already? I got the proof. All I need is 10 minutes of your time. Let's get straight into today's video.
FBI, open up!
First things first, DJ Coach. If there's one thing this bra is gonna do, is most definitely exaggerate a lie. As you guys can see here, I got tagged into a post by DJ Coach where he is likening his Ferrari California to a Ferrari 488. Now, why does that ring my alarm bells? Well, the Ferrari 488 is way more expensive than the Ferrari California. But let me stop yapping. Let's get into that ad. DJ Coach posted, the similar Ferrari you see on the poster is in the garage, by the way. Market direction signals opened, 200 Rand, valid till 5th of June. For sign up for 18 signals on gold, US30 and NASDAQ. And then there is a WhatsApp number. Shout out to Brandon Flanagan for tagging me in this post, because this most definitely sent off my alarm bells. Now, we're not here for that, but the one thing that is most definitely a conflict of interest is DJ Coach being a broker owner, using this very same platform to promote said broker and then luring you guys in with signals to be traded on his platform. That is a direct conflict of interest, but we leave that for a video on another day. In the first sentence, it says, the similar Ferrari you see on the poster is in the garage, by the way. So basically, he's likening his Ferrari California to this Ferrari 488. Now, the first thing that I would like to make clear here is the looks. Now, that isn't such a big deal, but you can most clearly see that the 488 doesn't look like a California. They just share the same badge. Now, the most important thing here is the price difference. On the low end, as you guys can see here, you will find a California is a little bit affordable, right? On the high end as well. Now, when you take a look at that very same website that is listing a Ferrari 488, you will see that the Ferrari 488 is considerably more expensive than the Ferrari California. Now, how much is the difference? On the low end, you will find a difference of 3.3 million Rand, and on the high end, you will find a difference of 3.5 million Rand. DJ Coach most definitely tried to leadership multiply that price right in front of us. And you guys might ask, why would he do that? Why are you going on about such a small thing? Well, DJ Coach is portraying the illusion of success. In some Ferrari circles, they wouldn't even piss on a California. But hey, I'm broke, I don't have one. I have a Mascoro, so let me not talk about the illusion of success. The second thing he's most definitely trying to do by this is trying to sell a lifestyle. The California isn't that bad to own. Like I said, I drive a Scoro. If I can drive a California for one day, my head would certainly pop. But why didn't he use the California? Why is he using that 488? Well, the 488 has a higher appeal to being more expensive and a more luxurious car. The third reason why he's doing this is because of social media optics. It's all about looking good. Putting the 488 there instead of the California makes him look better than if that California was there. Last but not least, that is a very clear psychological manipulation, because if you have to go and look into the 488 pricing as I did, you will most definitely believe that the California comes in at that price or in a close range, giving this advert a higher value than what there needs to be given. So the key takeaway here is that it's all about optics and persuasion. Using a more expensive car will help him lure people into a false sense of trust and opportunity. But then that's DJ Coach for you, and DJ Coach is gonna do what DJ Coach is gonna do. Before we get into D.Operandi though, a lot of you have been asking me, Rydel, where is Manando the GOAT? And here is one of the latest pictures to surface about Manando the GOAT. And as you guys can see, Manando looks like a mango pip after a toddler is done chewing it. Yep, that Forex glow up definitely ran past Manando because he's out here looking like a mango pip that got chewed by a toddler that has been left out in the sun for a little bit too long. To the guys that once upon a time bought services from Manando, can you come to the front of the class and tell us how it's going? Moving on to D.Operandi. As you guys know, this is also someone that travels in and out of Dubai quite often, a little bit too often to my suspicion. But alright, let me not speculate anything that might get me into trouble. Recently, he posted this to his social media. The post says, 100 million Dubai home loan approved, goodbye SA. What I do is too small for SA. Time to compete on a different level. In there is a screenshot of a Mary Ann Mendoza that reads, Hi Brian, hope this email finds you well. Congratulations, we are glad to inform you that your mortgage loan facility has been pre-approved with Masharek Bank. Please see the attached approval letter. And then it obviously covered up the next steps there. Now, when I saw this, I knew, EA Rydel, this is your moment. You have never gone in deep on the billions of profits that he's making. Now is your opportunity. He is out here making a $100 million loan, which is really sus to me because in rands, the value is 1.9 billion rands, and he has most definitely put out videos where he made way more than that. But I'm not still gonna show you guys a whole lot of videos, you know, just once or twice, just so that it can sink into you guys that everything he has been doing has been fake. Let's get to that first video.
Moved 15k to now like to about almost 4 billion. 4 billion. I mean, a lot of people ask me how obviously is that possible. So
in that video, you clearly hear him say he made 4 billion rand with this account. Now it's rand, obviously you're not gonna think it's that much, but once you do the conversion from 4 billion rand to dollar, you will see it gives you almost close to Cyril Ramaphosa's net worth. Yep, it gives you $224 million, which is $124 million than what he made a loan for. So, granted, by this video alone, if he was making this kind of money, which there is many videos of these type of profits and more, he would have been able to fly over, no question, buy out that whole airplane, no question, go over, buy that $100 million house, have no question about it, and then continue living, because by this one video alone, he would still have $124 million left. Don't you find it sus that he would need to make $100 million loan? Furthermore, D.Operandi is so good that he doesn't only just do this for him. Here's a video of what he has helped his clients do.
yes, comrades. So this the guy was doing some numbers here. You can see the entries here. You can see for yourself that the guy was doing numbers, and yeah, he managed to go in as hard as he can. And it ended up to a point where he reached, now the account is on 8.7 billion. So now here it was on approximately 2.8 billion. So if you don't understand what is happening here, is that I tell people to fund accounts, whether them or real, and flip them. That way I can kind of detect the behavior of flipping. And yes, comrades. So this is where we are today.
Now, this is a little bit sus to me. In this one video, he helped his client make 8 billion rand. If you do the conversion, that will give you round about 448 million. Yet D.Operandi wants to tell you that he just got approved for a $100 million home loan. Now, there are countless of videos out there where he makes way more than the numbers that I have just shown you. But again, to drive my point home, it doesn't make sense that someone who is a billionaire way beyond thought is busy making debt. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. Yes, a billionaire loves his money and he would rather move through debt to get certain things done. But then I also know that a billionaire doesn't like stress that much. And if they can and it wouldn't affect them that much, they would rather pay for it straight off and continue moving on with their lives. So for anyone trusting D.Operandi from this point forward and they're losing money, you are on your own. And for anyone believing that that 488 Ferrari is very similar to DJ Coach's California Ferrari, hey, I'm sorry my bro, you got chucked. For everything else, thank you so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate you guys' support. Don't forget to smash the like button, leave a comment in the comment section, share this for the awareness, and then if you're new here, please do smash that subscribe button. I'll check you guys in my next video. Cheers.